children. Today we are going to learn about absorption of water by the soil. Okay. So we all know that soil can absorb the water. Soil have the capacity to absorb water. Soil can soak or absorb water. Even though they can absorb the water, but there is a limit. Okay. Limit for absorption. This limit it get vary for the soil. Different soil they may have the different limit of absorption. Okay. This is based on their size. Okay. Next we are going to learn about absorption percentage. What is this absorption percentage? It is the capacity of the soil. Capacity of the soil to absorb a limit of water. This is the absorption percentage. Absorption percentage. Okay. So this can be also expressed in the formula absorption percentage it is equal to amount of water absorbed divided by volume or the weight of the soil. Okay, weight of the soil or the amount of the soil into 100. Okay, we are going to find out the percentage. Okay, so weight of the soil it can be measured, but how will you find the amount of water absorbed? So for that we have to know the final and initial amount of water. Okay, so initial amount of water. Initial amount of water, it is nothing but water which is water the mark of which before used. Okay, that is before pouring. Initial amount of water which is represented in the letter U. Okay, and the final amount of water which is represented in the letter V. So here if we want to find the amount of water absorbed, we have to subtract these two terms, that is the initial value. From the initial value we have to subtract the final value. So the formula is U minus V. Okay. So the amount of water absorbed U minus V. Okay. For example, if the weight of the soil is 50 gram and the amount of the water absorbed, let be the initial amount of water as 50. Okay. And the final value after pouring the water, the final value let it be 20. Okay. 20 or 30. Okay. 30. Okay. So U minus V, it is 50 minus 30. 50 minus 30, it is 20. Okay. So this is the amount of water absorbed. Next we are going to find out the absorption percentage. So absorption percentage, amount of water absorbed, that is 20, which is measured in ml, and gram, that is weight of the soil, as I told you before, it is 50, and into 100. Okay, so we cancel out all those things, it is 40. Okay, so 40%. Okay, so this is how this is the absorption percentage of the soil. Okay, so this is how we have to find out this formula. Using this formula we can able to solve the problems. Next we are going to learn about soil and crops. in India we have different type of soil in different region. Okay, we cannot able to find same kind of soil. Okay, different region have different types of soil. Okay, so this is the reason the cultivation of the crops, it is also get varied for the region. Okay, and this soil, it is get affected by the external factors like light, temperature, humidity, rainfall, all those things plays a role for the affecting the soil properties. Okay, and some soil, it does have the can give the best cultivation like clayey and loam. Clayey and loam soil, it is best for the growth of the plant. Okay, so this, they have the property like retaining the water, which can able to hold the water. So in this clay soil, we can able to cultivate paddy, wheat, which is for the good growth. Okay, and in the loam soil, we can able to cultivate like lentils and some other pulses. Can be cultivated. Sandy soil, sandy plus loamy soil. Okay, so which is used in the growth of cotton. Okay, which gives a good yield in the cotton. Okay, so this is the soil and crop, about soil and crop. And next we are going to discuss about making parts. So from the soil we can able to make the part, as we know. So here we are collecting the black soil. First process, it is we are collecting the black soil from the barren lands. Okay, so from the empty lands we are collecting the black soil. Okay, and next the large particles, that is the rock or the stone, it is removed. Okay, removal of stones, all those things, it is get removed, and it is soaked for 8 hours. Okay, and next we are adding the horse dung. Why particularly horse dung it is added? The reason it is there. So while we are mixing with the soil and we are making the part, right, the things we are making. So after making over, we are filling the water in the parts, in that container. So this horse dung, this creates a pore in that part. Okay, so it creates the pore, and in that pores the water it get evaporates, and the cool air it is enters in. So the water in the container, it becomes cool. Okay, so this is the reason why they are adding the horse dung. Okay, so after mixing with this, they start to prepare the containers, whatever the part or else any other things they can able to make with this, and later it is dried and then it is baked in the heat. Okay, and later we can use it for our uses. And final, it is soil erosion, as we discussed in previously. Soil erosion, it is nothing but removal of the top layer of the land. Okay, so that is the soil, it is get removed, topsoil it is get removed. So the main reason for this soil erosion, it is deforestation. Deforestation means clearing the forest. So automatically no trees will be there, and easily the top layer of the soil is get washed off. This is one major reason. And the next reason, it is usage of chemicals like pesticides, all those things in the cultivatable land. So this also creates a soil erosion. So for this we have to avoid the usage of chemicals, and deforestation rate, it has to be get lowered. Okay, so this is the way to prevent the soil erosion. Okay, so this is about this chapter. Thank you, children.